Up next.
The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his fourth NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, Passes are crisp. He sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the Two to throw right away. That's going to be caught by Waddle. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. Flag.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Running right, here's Gtowncapp. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On second down, Tua. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
This is fielded at the 27. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. And that hold goes to wipe away a big return.
And I know from the outside in, you think, why are you holding? Just make sure you don't grab anyone. But you want to keep people away from your return guy. And sometimes those sudden moves, that speed, you reach out and inadvertently do something, and the penalty flag comes out.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First down, here's Mitchell. They find some open field here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Niners post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw caught up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in their second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Anytime the ball's turned in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch, doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. In motion, Hill. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Yeoman's effort on that last drive. 7 carries, got the touchdown as well. And the O-line probably got a little extra oxygen on the sideline in between.
And deservedly so, because they were also calling for him to continue to get the ball, because there's a rhythm that gets established, right? When you're running it well and the back's getting the ball and he's in sync and reading blocks, and the offensive line wants to continue to pound away. Haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than he likes to run block. And that last drive, we saw the end result, didn't we?
Yep, and all were rewarded with a trip to pay dirt.
Holding. Offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. But once again, it's Mitchell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd.
Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. There he goes, right side. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Yeah, they would have been happy with the first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach. Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. To about the 35, second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
Purdy on fourth down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay the game. Offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Tua. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Now Tua. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down. They're going for it. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
Tua now on first down. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Robbie Chosen, 68 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Samuel in motion. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In motion comes the tight end left. Out of the gun, Purdy. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. In motion right, Debo. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 129 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Intended for Debo Samuel. Incomplete. Xavier Howard on the covering.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And that flag accepted.
Still 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. Across midfield, fighting his way through contact, and he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, back to Achane. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
From the gun, it's Tua.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on the scramble, but still some positive yardage and a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing Tua. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown.
The 2-minute drill, the offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they do.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Third down and 1. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will have a Niners first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
60 Gtowncapp, 60 Gtowncapp. Last name 19. No street.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.